it's Mike.
And Ravin.
And we're about to play our second game now of Marvel United Multiverse.
Yay!
Yeah, and we're going to face off against Crossbones in this one.
Yep.
Yeah, so we're bringing Wolfsbane, and she's going to have Redwing as a companion, and X-23, White Widow, and she's bringing her battle batons instead of the Widow's Bite because we're not dealing with henchmen. His has about getting rid of civilians. So there's 6 of head money. So when he gets rid of a civilian, you increase his track by 1. So we're not going to use the Widow's Bite with those.
Yeah, because he has no henchmen.
Yeah. And Werewolf by Night.
Cool.
We already have our cards set up. There. And we are going to try out the teams too. So we're going to play United Hero. So any hero can be on this team.
Cool.
So how that works is you draw 2 cards, and that's your heroes display for the team display it's called. And you can either pick up a card on your turn or draw from there instead. And there's 6 cards. One of them has a downside card too. I believe this one is you can't use the previous cards, action cards. You can't use one of them on it. So if you have 2 accents on the previous card, you can choose one, but you lose out on one of them.
That's the previous card in the story?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And we got Deadpool's apartment, Hellfire Club building, Mad Rapport, Kraylar, Multiverse, and the Raft for our locations. So we haven't rolled off to where Crossbones is yet. So do you want to roll? It's hard to see on this one. 1?
Yeah.
So he'll go on Kraylar, and we'll go right opposite. And we'll get ready. I'll draw the first card where you set them. You want to put them in the location?
Okay.
So he's going to move 5 and bam. And we'll explain his card too. So he has 7 life because there's 4 of us. And he has a villainous plot that is head money that he collects by getting rid of civilians. Or if he KOs you, it goes on. There's multiple ways that goes up.
Okay.
If it gets to 10, we lose.
All right.
His special rules is when he KOs a character, he doesn't do his BAM, but he increases the head money track by 2.
Okay.
So that can ramp up fast too.
Yeah.
His BAM is you give crisis tokens to everyone in his spot and his adjacent ones. And then you discard 1 civilian from each of these locations, if any. What makes that mean is once he discards the threat, if he discards a civilian, you add it to the head money track. So it can ramp up pretty fast. You want to try to get rid of little threats too. And yeah, so it's going to be tough.
Okay.
So we'll see. The overflow for him is if you can't put a civilian, you increase a head money track by 1.
Mm.
So there's multiple ways it goes up, right?
Yeah.
And then if you can't put a thug for overflow, he returns a threat.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah, so we'll see. Oh, and X20, did I say X23 has we wanted to give her something. And it would be weird to give her an improvised weapon when she has claws or body armor because she has adamantium healing factor and everything. So we'll just give her an airlift for a weapon.
Yes.
And Werewolf by Night, we didn't give him anything because it'd also be... You could give him it, but it's kind of weird to give the werewolf what is it? You use a telecom and you can communicate with people. It would be weird that he's using a telecom.
Yep, I think so.
Too,
I think so too.
But because we're playing with teams, you have to get rid of your 2 wild too. So we have them over here. Everyone has their 2 wilds over there. And White Widow didn't use her Widow's Bite.
Right.
Because she's using her batons.
Right.
So we'll get to his BAM too. So his BAM is give 1 crisis token to 1 hero in Crossbones and each adjacent location. It's lucky that no one's in his location or the adjacent. So that was nice for us.
Yes.
So no one's going to get a crisis token. And then we discard 1 civilian from each of these locations, if any. So we will discard 1 from Kraylar, 1 from Mandalapur. So then the head money track would go up by 2 because we're discarding 1 in each of those locations.
Okay.
So I'll move that up by 2. And then we'll get those off too. I'll put 1 over here. Now we go to the next part of his card. Each hero in Crossbones and both adjacent locations must discard one card with a move at the bottom if possible. So that's another thing that makes them scared. Lucky we didn't get any crisis tokens because we're all in one spot.
And lucky he's not that close to us.
Yeah.
Yikes.
So. And then we're going to drop, he puts a civilian in his location and 3 thugs.
Okay.
On the one and one behind them. So we'll put those and then it'll be our turn.
All right.
So we drop the thugs and the civilians and then it's going to be White Widow first.
Okay.
Okay, so we'll draw from, take that off the top. So these have to be up. There. So you can decide to use your cards or these ones. One hero draws one card, a different may move, wild, or each hero may move and then move. And then, or you can pick up for White Widow.
Okay.
She also has her batons too, that her baton is you attack.
Fight in your location. Then if you defeated one or more thugs this turn, perform an extra fight. Then turn this face down.
Okay. So you gotta decide if you want to pick up or use from the team deck.
Yes. I think I'm going to pick up.
Okay.
So she got Gauntlets Recharge. Fight or...
Gauntlets Recharge?
Sorry, that does say Gauntlets. Gauntlets Recharge. Fight or recharge your Widow's Bite equipment at the end of your turn.
We don't have the Widow Bite one, so that one's...
Okay.
So you want to decide what you want to do?
Yes.
So White Widow's going to move to the next location, and you're going to use your heroic action to try to get rid of that head money threat?
Yes.
Okay. And you also have your gauntlets. Do you want to use those too? Oh, baton, sorry.
Yeah. On this turn. Yeah, we could use it. So we'll fight in the location.
So you get one thug gone.
And then if you defeated one or more thugs this turn, we defeated one, perform an extra fight.
Good. So there, you cleared that up.
And then we turn this face down.
So, and how does it, does that one, is it one-time use or can you use it again?
No, you can recharge it. During your turn, discard 2 move tokens or 1 heroic action token to turn this face up.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So that's White Widow. So now it's Wolfbane's turn.
Okay.
So you have a card for Red Wing. And you can also move Red Wing at the start, at any point of your turn for free. And then you can also use that card too.
Okay.
Or we can pick up from the hero deck. And we also have a move and heroic action too.
I think I know what we're going to do.
We have a move heroic action.
If we use that other heroic action, we'll use White Widow's move and heroic action to go where she is and use those last 2 heroic actions to clear up that hedge money.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Okay. So we are going to play that heroic action card, but we're going to draw our card too.
For Red Wing, Helping Hand.
What's that one do?
It's a heroic action and fight one in your and the other in Red Wing's location.
Cool. But
We're still going to do
that one.
Yes.
Okay. So we use the move from White Widow, and then we're going to use Wolfbane's heroic action and White Widow's heroic action to get rid of that threat. Nice. So the end of turn at this location, you may discard one card in your hand to the bottom of your deck to defeat one henchman in any location. That's pretty good. There's no henchman in this one.
No, but that's cool.
This is not considered clearing this threat, though.
Oh.
So, but if you have a henchman that's tough, that's a good way to get rid of it. Okay, so we're not going to get rid of a henchman because there is any, and Wolfbane's done?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, did you want to move? Keep thinking you want to call him Eagly from Peacemaker.
Yeah.
Do you want to move Red Wing anywhere? Also take in fact, because now we know some of the cards.
Yes.
If we want to put them somewhere.
Yes. Let's move Red Wing over here.
Okay. Okay. And that's Wolfbane's turn. So now it's X23s. So we're going to decide. It's always good to put your healing factor down fast too. So I think I'm not going to draw from United Heroes deck yet. because I want to get my healing factor up. But we'll pick up our first card.
And it's a move and fight.
And I also have the air lift that gives her a free move.
Yes.
It's a one-time use, though. I'm pretty sure I want to use the fight, the healing factor card. So I'm going to use a healing factor card in the storyline.
Okay.
And I'm going to use the airlift to move over where Red Wing is.
Okay.
So healing factors in the storyline. I use the airlift to move across. So it's a one-time, once it's exhausted now, so I can't get it back. So it's a one-time use.
Right.
So I went over here, and then I'm going to use the fight from her card to get rid of one of those thugs. I don't know if I mentioned it too. If Crossbones discards a civilian, it's discarded, so it doesn't go to the rescue civilian. It's just off the board.
Right. And if we didn't say that, Wolfsbane's heroic action from before, put on that card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And we've done 3 so far, so now it's going to go back to Crossbones.
Ooh, okay.
Put that down. What's he going to do? 4 and bam. And stiletto bladed gauntlets. Each hero in its location must discard 1 card with a heroic action at the bottom if possible. Oh, ooh. So that sucks. So we're going to move him 4 first and bam. So he ends up in Wolf by Night's location.
Yeah.
He'll bam. So we give a crisis token in his location and each adjacent location to heroes. So that's everybody. That's how, I mean, if once he bams and he gets you, everyone's going to have a crisis token now. So if you're going to stack the deck, having characters that can stop his bam or stop his crisis tokens are a big help.
Yeah.
But everyone's going to crisis tokens, so we'll give those out. So Red Wing doesn't get one because it's not considered a hero. He just counts as you're not being alone, and he can't be damaged.
Okay.
But if you get removed from the board, the person that's his leader person that brought him, they leave too.
Okay.
So everyone now has a crisis token. We'll do order of progression now. Then discard 1 civilian from each of these locations, if any. There is 1 left there. None around in those locations. So his head track would go up by 1 more, so it's at 3.
Okay.
Because he discarded a civilian. Yeah, when I did a test against him, he kicked my butt trying to get it, so he's tough. Okay, got rid of that. And now we'll do the next part of it. Each hero in Crossbones' location, it's just this location. Each hero in Crossbones' location, so it's not adjacent. Some of his ones are adjacent. He'll hit everybody.
Okay.
Okay, so in Crossbones' location, must discard 1 card and it has to be a heroic action at the bottom if possible. So lucky it's just Werewolf by Night, and if you have one with heroic action, it has to be that one. So if that gets put to the bottom of his deck. Lucky he has ones that are also the fight one too, so you could lose out your regen right at the start if he picks that one. So that would suck.
That would really suck.
Okay, so that was that, and then we got to put Suggs in X23's and Red Falcon's area. That there, so no overflow, because 1's going to be there, 3's going to be there, and 1's going to be there. So no, we're good.
Okay.
So we'll put those on, and then it will be Werewolf by Night's turn.
Yes.
X23 didn't get hit, so she's not going to draw a card, because if you have less than 3, she would get 1 from healing factor.
Right.
So Suggs and Civilians done. It's going to be Werewolf by Night's turn. So do you want to play a card from the heroes display, the team display, or draw a card?
I think I'm gonna draw a card.
Yeah, because we want to get the healing.
His healing factor.
So we got to pick up a card then for him first of all.
Slide that down a tiny bit, and then so it's a double fight.
But we want to play the regen, right?
Yes.
So a move and a fight, and the last one is a fight too. So you have 2 fights and a move.
Okay.
So we played his regain card, and he used his move to go where X23 is.
Yes. And then he has 2 fights, so he's going to fight 2 thugs.
Okay. And that's his turn. So it will go back to White Widow.
Yes.
Now, we have a move and a fight with her. She's over here. Now, do you want to play anything from the team deck before you pick up, or her cards?
Yeah. Maybe we'll try to do I stand, you run.
Okay, so how this works is you would play that card, and then you would pick up another one in the hero display.
Okay.
I fight, you save them, so that's a new one. Each other hero may to rescue a hero in the location. Oh, that's cool. That helps in this one.
Yes.
So we haven't drawn the bad card yet, right? Okay.
Okay.
So that one hero draws one card, a different hero may move.
Okay.
So
let's, because Werewolf by Night is down a card.
Okay, so he'll draw a card. He has his regain too. Keep that in mind. And you can have as many cards as in your hand as you, there's no limit to it.
Right.
So someone could have 10 cards if they really want to, but
okay.
But we're going to give it to Werewolf by Night?
Yeah.
Okay.
And then give somebody a move.
And a different hero may move. So it's not a token, they may move.
Okay.
So who wants to move? And who's next? Wolfsbane?
Yes.
Maybe we'll move Wolfsbane over to Deadpool's apartment because we don't want to get overflow there and then.
Yes.
There? Okay.
Good idea.
Okay, so now you have White Widow has a move, a fight, and a wild to play.
Okay.
So we decided after we debated about going that way, but we've seen now that he likes to hit people and he moves clockwise. So maybe staying right behind him or on his spot is probably the best, safest spot.
I think so.
Instead of spreading out. We'll see. We don't know yet. But so you moved with the wild, and then you're going to fight to get rid of one of the thugs.
Yes.
Okay. And that's White Widow's turn?
Yep.
So next is Wolfbane's. So are you going to play one of the cards or draw from the deck?
I think Wolfsbane is going to pick up.
Okay, so we'll pick up a card.
And a wild.
Okay, so right now we have a wild in the storyline and whatever you play. So we'll decide.
Okay.
So Red Wing had a cool one. Too bad there's not a slug in this area because you could do a heroic action in that zone and a fight in that zone and a move. But you're just going to play Wolfbane's
move and heroic action.
And then we use the wild once we move to clear up that threat.
Yes.
So she's going to move over to where everybody is, do a heroic action to get rid of the threat, and then the wild would get the last part of the threat, and we'll get that off the board.
Yeah.
So the end of turn on this one is you may discard one card or action token to move to any other location where there's a henchman and deal 1 damage to them. Too bad we don't have any henchmen in this one. That would be cool.
Yeah.
But that's our turn, so it's going to be over to Crossbones.
Okay.
Set that down. What does he do? 5. Oh, that's our location.
Oh, crap.
We saw we were going to get behind him, but that's okay. So he's going to move 5. So that's where everybody is. Elite Sniper. For each crisis token, this is what I talk about, the crisis token. For each crisis token they have, lucky we only have 1. Oh, we're going to have 2, though, because he's going to put them, crap. Each hero must discard 1 card with a wild at the bottom if possible. Because he's going to move, bam, which gives us a crisis token. He's going to get rid of civilians, and then we're going to have 2 crisis tokens, and we're all going to take 2 damage. So that's going to suck.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do it in order. So he's going to move 5, and then bam.
Okay.
So he moved into our location, and now everyone's going to get a crisis token, so everyone's going to have 2. And then we'll do this in order. Do you have to do the BAM first, and then location, then discard 1 civilian from each of these locations, if any. So is there a civilian there? No, but there's 1 from Deadpool's apartment and 1 from Multiverse. So head track's going to go up by 2, so it's at 5. So for each crisis token they have, I don't think I got that when I did the test. So we're all going to take 2 damage. Each hero must discard 1 card. Oh, also characters that can move off would be helpful to them. I think we've played a couple where if he moves into your location, you can run away from him.
Yes.
But, okay, so everyone's going to take 2 damage. And we have to if they have any wilds. So you'll have to get rid of Wolfbane's wild.
Okay.
So Wolfbane's the only one that has to discard that wild.
Okay.
So we'll decide what's 2 of the cards we'll discard for each character. And then at the end of the turn, after he places the thugs and civilians, we'll activate the regain.
Okay.
So everyone's down to 1 hit point now.
Oof.
Once you do get KO'd, you lose your crisis token. So they don't super stack. That would really suck.
Yeah.
Okay, then we'll place in his location 3 thugs and 1 civilian in each. So that won't cause overflow. We're getting lucky with, I don't want to jinx it, but we haven't got overflow yet.
Thank goodness.
Okay. And then we'll do the regain. So we put his drops and now regain. So X23 would gain a card at the end of the villain turn. Double damage.
Master Martial Artist.
That's pretty good.
Doubles each fight on the previous hero card in the storyline.
So if someone dropped the 2 fight, so you're going to play off of what Wolfsbane plays.
Yeah.
She played a double fight. That would be 4 fight. Nice.
Cool.
And then.
What?
Okay.
Cool.
So now he's done. That hurt. And who was last? Wolfsbane was last. So it's X23's turn.
Yeah.
So does X23 want to play from the pool? So all about moving. We have these all the thugs to deal with. Or pick up a card and play.
I think she.
We'll see. Oh, because a move.
She has a move and a heroic action.
Because then we could go over there and do heroic actions too. Because Wolfsbane has a move and heroic action. She has tactical genius that would give you heroic action. And then for each one you perform this turn give. I think we should maybe try tactical genius.
Yes.
Okay, so we'll play that card. Because we decided to play tactical genius. You got to pick up first. Now we'll play tactical. Okay. So X23 moved over. I used Wolfsbane's heroic action and hers to do that.
Okay.
And because of tactical genius, I gave 2 fight tokens to Wolf by Night.
Awesome.
And that's her turn. So Wolf by Night's going to go. Do you want to play from the pool?
I think we're going to pick up.
We're going to pick up?
Yes.
For each, For each other hero. If we had civilians in our, that I fight you save them's a good one if we were on locations with civilians.
Yeah, X23 is. But...
Yeah, okay, so we'll wait for that one. So we're going to choose to draw. Move in heroic action. Oh, that's good. We were thinking about using the wild, but that's going to give our next character 2 actions. Maybe we'll do the move and heroic action. Oh, but then we have and you can save the civilian. I think we'll use the move and the heroic action.
I think so too.
We were going to use the wild and do the 2 fights before we moved, but now that we have that card, we're going to move, clear up the threat, and then use the other heroic action from X23 to clear up the civilian in the zone.
Yeah, but before he moves, we're going to
use the 2 fights
to get rid of 2 thugs.
Nice.
Yeah.
So that was a good turn for him too.
Yep.
We got to watch because we're going through cards too. He has a card, I don't know if I said it off screen, that he has a card for the bottom of his deck that it's a full moon, and then you have to play that card in the storyline. Then you have to play your cards randomly for that turn. And if you move into a location with anyone on your team, you do a damage to them because he's feral.
Oh, okay.
So he goes
I think he did mention that off screen.
Okay. So it's back to White Widow.
Yeah.
Okay, and we're looking good here. We just got to get rid of 1 more threat and 1 more thug, and then we can start hitting Crossbones.
Yeah.
So, do we want to play from... We have a move and heroic action in the side there, or we can play from here. Oh, we can play from here, or we can pick up. What do you think?
I think I'm going to pick up and see what we get.
Okay.
Master Spy. If you aren't in the same location as a villain, reveal the top 2 cards of the Master Plan deck.
If you aren't or are?
If you are in the same location as a villain, reveal the top 2 cards of the Master Plan deck. You may put 1 at the bottom or remove it from the game.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
And you are in the location. That's right. Okay, yes. So we'll decide that's a pretty powerful card too, because now we'll know he's going next. So being able to decide what he's going to do could come in handy.
Yes.
So we'll decide. So we are going to use what's the card?
Master Spy.
So you're going to use the 2 moves to go over to the Hellfire Club. Use the heroic action to save the civilian. And then we're going to look at the 2 Master Plan cards.
Yes.
So we'll get that over here. Clear up this. We've only saved 2 civilians. And then you're going to go over here. Now you can look at the 2 master plans. I'm going to set the camera down. So we got Elite Sniper for each crisis token. Oh, that's a bad one. That's the one we got last time. We're going to take 2 damage. Everyone's going to drop.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. And then move clockwise to, oh, that's not going to do a BAM. That's already just not even reading the, we don't got to worry about the BAM with that one. But then you discard all. I'll show you the cards. I'm sick of this one. We'll see where you pick 2.
Okay.
Yeah. So White Widow saved it for us. I'm just going to take a picture. Because if we did Elite Sniper, he would move into 1. He'd go into this zone right there. Everyone would get a crisis token and everyone would take free damage. Everyone would die. He'd just snipe all of us. And the head money track would go up by 8. We would lose.
Yeah.
So we're definitely not picking that one.
No.
Next one is he'd move to the location with the most civilians, which is right there. And then he discards all civilians, which would trigger the threat twice, and your head money track would go up by 2. I think going up by 7 opposed to going up by 8. Well, going up to 7 opposed to getting 8 added is a lot better.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a shame that there's civilians there, or it'd be much better.
Yes.
So, yeah, we're going to pick that one.
Okay.
So White Widow saved it for us.
Yes. Absolutely.
So we'll play that in the storyline. Oh, it's not even a storyline yet. She played that card, so that's what we're doing. That was her turn. She played the card. I thought it was his turn, but no.
No.
So we're going to put that at
the bottom.
Yeah, we're not going to discard it, because if he runs out of cards, he also wins too, right?
It says it goes at the bottom on her card, right? That's where it says we discard it to?
No, we can. Top 2 cards, you may either put 1 at the bottom or remove it from the game.
Ooh.
So if it was a super strong card and you just don't want it to come up.
That's cool.
Yeah, but that is a strong card, the Sniper one, but he still has a few cards. I don't think I want to take it out of the game.
No.
We'll put it at the bottom.
Yeah.
Okay. So now our turn's done. Now it's his turn. We know what cards come in. Unless somehow it changed. It's the same card we just saw. He's going to move to the location with the most civilians, discard them. He goes there. He's going to discard 2 civilians. And head money is going to go up by 2. So we only have 3 more head monies that he can collect and he wins.
Yeah.
But we would have lost that turn if we didn't do that. So
absolutely.
MVP. Nothing gets dropped in his location. Ah, crap. Okay, well, that's okay. We still have 2 sugs would be added to that, so there'll be overflow. So we'll trigger that one. And then, oh, it's clockwise. So I always get that. The next one would be over. So 2 civilians would go there. They can't go. So civilians overflow there. Then behind him, 2 thugs. So 2 thugs are going to go here. Civilian overflow over there. So civilian overflow is the head money track would go up by 1.
Okay.
So we're at 8 now. And then 2 thugs would be able to go there.
Okay.
And then it's our turn. And you didn't want to do the end of turn at Hellfire Club because there's no headsman on the board.
No.
Okay. So it's not Red Wing's turn, it's Wolfbane's turn.
Yes.
Yep. So do we want to play... Oh, at the end of the villain's turn, regain would trigger, so...
X-23 gets 1. Another Tactical Genius. And...
Not full moon yet. Okay.
That's another lycanthropy strength.
Okay.
I can say that word.
Okay. So, does Wolfbane want to play any of these cards? Each other hero... Oh, there's no civilians. Each other hero may move. But then you don't have a move. All she'd be doing is moving this turn.
Yeah.
Getting in position. That's iffy. And then what's Red Wing's one?
Heroic action, fight 1 in your and the other in Red Wing's location.
Oh, okay. So you guys are both in the same location. So having Red
Wing gets a free
move. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a good.
Yeah.
Oh, so you can go up there. So you can still draw from this deck and still use that card. So It's up to you. Do you want to draw? And it's another Red Wing card if you draw. So do you want a Red Wing card, or do you want to play one of these cards?
I'm going to draw the other Red Wing card.
Okay. So what's that one?
Scouting. If Red Wing is in the villain's location, reveal the top card of the Master Plan deck.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
So if you want to have a super scouty character, you could put Red Wing with White Widow.
Yeah.
Cool.
So Red Wing gets a free move, right?
Yes, and you can do that anytime during your turn.
Okay, so...
We'll move Red Wing over here.
Yes.
And then you're going to play Red Wing's Helping Hands card.
Yes.
So you can do the fight in your location to get rid of that thug, and the heroic action in Red Wing's location. You cleared up a threat. Not threat. Mission. Defeat the thugs. And then we'll do heroic action. Nice.
Yeah.
And now you still have 2 moves left because of Red Wing's card and White Widow's card. So we'll decide where you're going to go. And we also cleared that mission, so now Crossbones is going to go every 2 turns now.
Okay.
So Wolfsbane moved twice over to where White Widow is. We only have 1 hit point left on each of those guys. So if he KOs them, we automatically lose. So we got to be careful.
Yes.
So this could be over on his turn. But it is X23's turn. Each other hero may move. Oh, that might come in handy if X23 plays that, because our 2 hurt characters are right behind Crossbones. If we play United Heroes card, each other hero may move. Those 2 could move right where he is. It's a gamble because we don't know what that card is. We didn't scout it. Unless he gets the 0 move. I don't know if he even has one of the 0 ones. And then we're right behind him. Then they won't get damaged if he moves off of them.
Yeah. Let's try it.
You want to do that? It's a gamble. So she's not going to pick up?
No.
Okay. So we're going to play this card. No, this card. We'll reveal what's the next one. Okay. Well, sucks that came up, but then we can explain it. Still, every team has 1 bad card. This is their bad card. Okay. So as long as this card is in the team display, which is this here, not the storyline, heroes must ignore 1 symbol at the bottom of the previous hero card in the storyline. So that sucks. When this is played in the storyline, you turn it face down and then you don't get the bad part. So basically someone forfeits their turn to get rid of that crappy card.
Okay.
So that's a downside to playing teams. There is a downside card in there. Each one's different for different teams you play.
Okay.
But we'll play this first. Each other hero may move, and then X23 has 2 moves.
Well, 1 move now because of that?
Good point. Yes, that's in the display. It triggers now. So yes, she has 1 move.
Okay.
So let's do that now. She has 1 move. She would add another one where she could go where Crossbones is, but she forfeits Red Wing's one because of the downside card.
Yes.
Then every other hero may move. Okay, we're debating about Werewolf by Night if he would stay at Deadpool's apartment chilling to get extra cards.
Yeah.
But no, he's going to move over. Okay. So now it's Crossbones' turn. Let's see if that gamble paid off. Okay. And no, not another bam one. We got lucky.
Yay.
But he moved. Focus. To the next location with the most civilians.
Which is the one next to him.
Okay.
Because they're equal.
Yep. And it's to the next location. So that's the closest one there.
Yeah.
And then discards all civilians in his location. How many are there?
Just 1.
Oh, okay. So 1 gets discarded. Head money track goes up by 1 because we didn't get rid of that threat. And then in his location, he drops nothing. In the one next to him, he drops 2 thugs in that location. And the one behind him, he drops 2 civilians. So we always, that's in front, that's behind. So wherever location he is, that's how nothing gets mixed up. Even though that you could interpret as a front, you always play it from the start. So that's in front of him. So 2 thugs in front, 2 thugs behind. So they don't gain any cards because they're at free cards. They don't get another one for healing factor.
Okay.
And we survived. There's only one head money left though. But he's going every 2 turns, so.
Yeah.
And it was Red Wing, then X23, so it's Werewolf by Night's turn.
Yes.
So this is where Werewolf by Night could play that card, getting rid of it, but then he doesn't get to do anything. But then once it's played, you would trigger the previous card, which would be a move. So all we'd get to do is do a move on that turn, if he wants to play that card, or he can play a different card or pick up. So it's decide, do you want to play from here or pick up? So we'll decide. So Werewolf by Night decided to play the bad card for us, so he doesn't get to do anything from that card. Now that this is turned face down when it hits the story board, now he gets that back. So he moved over where everyone else is.
Yes.
And that's his turn. Also, it affects the next character because there's nothing in the previous storyline, so the next character doesn't get anything because that card is a 0 too.
Right.
Okay. So we'll see what the next card is. There's no more downside cards, which is nice.
No.
Each other hero may fight against a slug or henchman in the location, and it gives a heroic action. Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Okay, so White Widow. That card pretty good for us right now. If you play that one.
Yes.
Do you want to do that?
Yes.
Okay, so instead of drawing, you're going to play this card.
Yes.
And we'll draw the next. That's the last team card. Once they run out, they're gone. That's all. It's just your pool of cards you get. Each hero gains tokens. Then they must discard all their cards and draw the same number of cards. They're not KO'd for this. Oh, so you get a new pool of cards.
Nice.
The same amount, and you get tokens.
Cool.
That's a cool one.
Yeah.
Okay, so White Widow gets a heroic action, so try to get rid of head money threat.
Yes.
And that's all you can do. Each other hero may fight against a henchman or a thug, so in their location. So we'll do that too. So X23 got rid of a thug, and so did Werewolf by Night.
Awesome.
And there's not another thug or henchman that Wolfsbane can attack. So that's it for that turn.
Yeah.
We got rid of those. We already got rid of that. So that's done. And now Crossbones gets to go because he's going every 2 turns.
Right.
Okay, so what's Crossbones going to do?
This could be bad.
1 and bam. So he's going to move over to where Red Wing is. So he's right there. Oh, bam. So, bam. Give 1 crisis token to 1 hero in Crossbones in each adjacent location. Nope, but. And then discard 1 civilian from each of those locations. There is a civilian in that location.
Yeah.
So we'll discard that one. That's the only one. And then head money would go up by 1. And he got to 10. So that was a rough one.
That was tough.
We're getting close, but.
We were.
He's a tough one to fight too.
He is. Absolutely. Different. It's cool that he's tough in a different way than Doom.
Yeah.
And I'm curious how there's so many villains in this box. Are they all going to be? They're all going to be different than each other? That's amazing. That's so much variety.
Yep. And you could have stacked it like maybe getting character. We already had 2 characters that Reed gained that helped us, but ones that could freeze him in his tracks or stop his BAM or get rid of crisis tokens.
Or the ones that we were talking, I don't know if it ended up on screen or not, that we were talking about people who move into, if they're in the same location as him, they immediately move away.
Yeah.
Those 2. But still adjacent locations get hit. But
yeah. Because that head money track goes up fast. I don't know any other ways that you could prevent him from getting. You have to get rid of those threats really fast.
Yeah.
And make sure it doesn't overflow. So that was tough. Yes. Anyone have any suggestions? They can let us know too.
Somebody who does, who has multiple heroic actions too would have been helpful.
Yeah.
But yeah, we're not trying not to stack the deck. We're just trying to pick what we think will
be
cool.
We painted up characters and chose the ones we had.
Yeah.
And eventually when we have a pool of them, we'll start playing with more teams. And the PvP one looks cool too. You can play against each other.
Yeah, that's exciting.
Or villain. We haven't done that yet too. Villain mode, that one person controls the villain and there's cards that you can play differently too. And you get tokens if you play in villain mode too.
Yeah, that sounds cool. That's exciting.
Yeah.
Like, it's fun. It's a cool game. Excited to try out more characters. Like we said, if there's anybody that you want to see, please let us know. Well, from the pool that we have. If there's anybody you want to see, please let us know. because we're always excited to try out somebody new and different. And I don't know about you, but there's definitely a lot that I've never heard of, so I'm super excited to try out different people. Yeah, or and if there's a game mode that you want to see tried out, let us know that too, or a villain or any of that. We're excited to try out new things. So thanks for coming out. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you next time.
See ya.